Happy Tuesday morning to you, my YouTube family. Wacky News here, live and direct, reporting here from St. James, Jamaica. Okay, first, and in news, doctors and nurses are on strike because of the low pay that they are getting. So they want more money, which we all agree. Doctors and nurses and assistant nurses and ward attendants and porter, security, everyone that works at the hospital or private hospital or any private institution looking about sick people. It's not easy, so they should get their good pay. Doctors work tirelessly to look about the sick persons there in bad condition. When I said bad condition, I mean very bad condition, deploring condition. Doctors and nurses have to work in, and they are there trying to do their job the best way they can. You go to the type 5, it's the same thing. They're short on many things, but they try to make people go there who are sick comfortable. They try to assist you in the best possible way that they can. At the Catching All Health Center, same way, and at the Cornwall Regional Hospital, where the hospital kept at the conference, the Adventist Conference Center. The doctors, the nurses, the workers, they treated you well. You have a difference, you have to go there and stay long, and it's not their fault because they are overcrowded. The amount of people to see is not easy, and you can see the tiredness in their eyes. They are human beings, and they have family also, and they still go home and have to do hard jobs at home sometimes. So they are tired. Sometimes they work the night shift and have to work the day shift also. I remember going to ENT clinic, and when I was in there, the doctor said, "Today is my worst day." You can see the tiredness on his face. They are overworked, and then little bit of pay. That's not right. So the government must step in and pay up the doctors and the nurses that the health system can go on, because many people went to clinic, no clinic. Pregnant mother went to clinic, they were turned away, no clinic. They are on strike. Today was my ENT clinic, and I can't go because they're supposed to meet with the Ministry of Health today. So I can't go. So I have to wait until next week. I go and set another appointment. You see how it go? Yeah. So the poor class of people always get left behind. They suffer because the government not doing enough in the health system to make sure that doctors and nurses and all the other frontline workers and other workers there get their full pay, because they work, they go there. You see, as anything drop on the floor, the person responsible to clean up is there cleaning. I will not tell you that I go there and see the place dirty. Always spick and span. At the type 5, at the Cornwall Regional Hospital, and at the Catching All Health Center, clean. The persons who are responsible to do their job, they are doing a good job, so they deserve their pay, right? The security guards, they are there doing their jobs also, right? So they're supposed to get their pay. I am totally in agreement with them. Although I have to stay home, can't go to the clinic today, I still join them. They need their pay. MP who not doing anything, and counselor, they are getting bags of money. And teachers and nurses and doctors and many others are low pay, and they are doing the best job, right? Emergency. Sometimes you're there, you see emergency cases coming, doctor have to run from and rushing and, leaving the other patient behind and trying to save lives and trying to do the best they can. So they deserve their pay. The government, Mr. Prime Minister, please pay the doctors good, and the nurses and teachers also. They deserve it, especially the doctors and the nurses, them who work so tiresomely. Sometimes they have to work on the day off. They work in the nights. They have to go back and work in the morning. They are tired. Sometimes you see the tiredness lying on them. They want to sleep. They're tired. The nurses, them stressed, and with the deplorable condition that they have to work in is the next thing. You understand? You have in, like in the ENT part, 2 doctors have to be in one room. 2 doctors, right? In one room, because no space not there. Because until now our hospital can't fix So the way they work in this space, not enough. They are uncomfortable, but they are still trying their best to help us the best way that they can. I am 100% behind the doctors and the nurses. And when teachers strike, I am 100% behind them also. They deserve to get their pay, right? They should get pay and plus money to help purchase vehicle for them and free gas. Yeah, man. Put them on the front line. MP is not doing one thing, but they're getting a lump sum of money and counselors and the doctors and nurses and teachers low pay all the time and many others. We have to look into that system now. Right? So who suffered? The poor people, them suffer same way because they can't go to the private doctor sometimes, no money, and they can't go to the private institution, private hospital. They don't have the money, the amount of money they have to pay, thousands and thousands of dollars, right? So they can't go there. So who suffer? The poor people, them suffer. They are the one who are going to doctor this morning and no doctor strike. Yesterday, same way. So what they have to do, go home back. If they are only emergency cases they are dealing with now, guys. Emergency cases, right? I don't know about the hospital in Kingston and so on, but I know down here in Montego Bay, emergency cases and at the clinics and so on. And our weather condition out here is still the same. Rain, rain, rain. Alright, so signs of the time are everywhere, as we can see. Things change. Everything change. Season change, things change. Alright? So let us pray and hope that they will come to an agreement to give the doctors and the nurses what they really needed. Right? More the percentage that they ask for. I hope that they will come to this agreement to deal with them in the right and proper way, that the system can go on as it before, because you have a lot of sick persons and a lot of them on clinic, and they have to go to their clinic today and they can't go, like myself and many others, you know. So if they even go, you're going to get an appointment date, right? So I hope everything come back to normal by today. They come to their agreement and decide to do the right thing, that as from tomorrow, the strike will be over. Yes, this is a lesson for all of us to learn. So to God be all the glory and praise. MP, Prime Minister, counselors and all of them, when they are sick, they don't go to a local hospital. They have for them, sometimes they fly out of the country. And go a private hospital in America, Canada, England, anywhere they can. They don't go to this hospital. You never hear that a Prime Minister sick and admit him UC, University Hospital, or KPH or Connor Regional. No, you always hear that Prime Minister is sick or the opposition leader is sick. They are in America or in Canada or somewhere there. Because why? The system is so slack that the equipment that to use, the X-ray, the things to do ultrasound, MRI, nothing like that, not in the hospital, them to save life. If you have a sick, you have to rush them to the private hospital for them to live. If not, they will die. Falmouth Hospital, same way, you know. Nothing is there to save life. If you take down sick and need to do some tests, you have to wait until the private place open to go, and if you don't have any money, you will die. You will die. Because that's how the system is. The government don't insist to make sure all the equipments are there in the hospital. The time they are making this whole heap of highway to make money, they should try to take that money to buy up MRI machine and all of those machines that they send in the elderly person them to go and do the test, where you have to pay 200,000, 150,000 where people can't afford, right? That should be in the hospital. Not true. Nothing like that, not there. You go on any test to do, you have to go to the private place to do the test and pay a lot of money, which is not available at this moment. So it's not easy. It isn't easy out here, you know. That's why many people go overseas and say they prefer that, because the health system much better than ours out here. You understand why is that working and so on. You go to the hospital, you don't have to suffer like this. They have all the equipment there. Our hospital, nothing. You take down sick or anything, if you do any test, you have to wait till the next day to rush to go to a private institution, the hospital. Now saying in the night you will die. When my sister took sick and they went up there, nothing to save her life. So they have to rush her to hospital, pay how much money to register and to stay there. The little time she stayed there cost $1 million. The little time she stayed there, can you imagine? Because the public hospital didn't have what to help her. She would have died because they have to wait till the next morning to run tests. But when they went out there, they could run the tests out there because they're well equipped. But to a public hospital for the public, not equipped. So many times, a case of people going to the hospital, they die because what? They have to wait, they're dying and they can't find out what's wrong because the private place them closed. They have to wait till in the morning when the private place open 8:30. They will rush the patient there. Suppose the patient can't live to see the next day they died. If they don't have money to take them to hospital, they will die because hospital open right through the night, but expensive, right? So that is it in our health system. Right, so the health system out here is not easy. You have your loved one and they take sick and when you rush them to the hospital, when you go there, they don't have what to test them, what to do any test with them, MRI or do a head scan, and say they don't have that in the hospital. So you have to wait till the next day. If they can't live to see the next day, what will happen? They are going to die. They will be dead by the next morning, right? Because they have to wait until the private institution open 8:30 to go and do those emergency tests. That should not be so. The hospital supposed to have all of those equipment. All the hospitals supposed to have all those equipment to do the tests on people coming in and going out and people who are seriously ill. But sad to say, it is not here in Jamaica in our health system. Everybody is talking about it. Whenever you have someone sick or anything and need medical attention and need to run some tests, you have to go to private place to get it done. Everything in the hospital is out of service, not working, you understand? Yeah. And that should not be so. The first thing they should have done is to make sure Children's Hospital and all the other hospitals have all the equipment, if even to raise funds, if even to keep something and raise funds to help out and ask for help. Same way they ask for help to do other stuff, ask for help and beg overseas to help them with those things, MRI machine and all the others, to do head scan and them something, all the others. Ask man, all hospital in Jamaica here should have all the equipment to help people when they are sick and needed help. In this time of and this crisis where most poor people get 150,000. The other day a family member took sick and was to do some tests, and when they check it out, 140,000 to do the test. 140,000 because the thing what must do the test not at the hospital, so you have to go to a private place to do it, right? It's a good thing having children them who send money for him to do it. So if you don't have no money and if you don't have family members, suppose some people don't have no children, right? And they sick now and if do one test, 140,000. Where they gonna get the money from? So what will happen? They go dead because they don't have the money to go and do the test. You understand what I'm getting at? They don't have the money to go and do any test outside. So doctor can't treat them because I don't know what happened to them. It's not the doctor's fault or the nurse's fault at the hospital. It's the health ministry's fault. They must make sure, and the prime minister, opposition leader, all of them, they should make sure. That's what they should do. The only thing we see the concern here in Jamaica is tourism. It's always up and running and in order. Nothing else not in order. And the health system should be the first priority. The first on the list to have everything in it. All the hospitals, right? Only for instances where children at children's hospital because of one thing they have, their children go there, they can't get, because this one hook up on this and they don't have any to help the next one, died. Dead. So enough life could have saved if they show interest and buy all the things that the hospital need, that the doctors and the nurses need to help the sick one. So sometimes you have your patient and they go and say, doctor, take a doctor. He's not the doctor, he's not the nurse. Is that because of the health system slack? They don't equip the hospital with the equipment that they need. They don't make sure they are in the hospitals. So what can the doctor do? What can the nurses do? Nothing. They too are frustrated, fed up with the system. But what they can do, they can't do anything. They have to just try them best. Doctors and nurses, they try them best. Sometimes they feel so sad, so bad when patients pass in under their care, because they don't have the equipment to help them in the way they wanted to help. They wanted to help. They wanted to do better. They wanted to help people when they are sick and come into their care, but they don't have what to use to help them. Yes. So we can't blame nurses and doctors. We have to blame the Prime Minister, opposition leader, and the Minister of Health. Yes, my YouTube family, so I'd like your feedback on what I'm saying. If you're in a total agreement with Life with Bev Brown about our health system here in Jamaica, right? In the 14 parishes, everything is the same. Everywhere the hospitals are and health center, there's a serious issue. They don't have what to help the patient, right? They don't have it. Sometimes you go to the doctor and they write prescription. You go to the health care. When you go to the pharmacy there, they don't have it. You have to go out to buy. You understand? Yeah, we need help. We really need help. So the Prime Minister must ask for help, that he can help his elderly persons who really need it. They don't have the money to go to private places. So they have to go, they depend on the free health care, right? And to fill their prescription. They don't have the money to go and fill it outport. So nurses and doctors are not to be blamed. They are the one who are trying their endeavor best to save the sick person and to treat them the best way that they can. But they too are going through stress in the health system because of lack of equipment for them to really do their jobs. All right? So remember to like, share, comment. Thank you, guys. Peace out. And for those who haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, what are you waiting for? Please subscribe to Life with Bev Brown YouTube channels. Love you guys. Miss Bev Production, Joyce, JB, enough love and blessing to you all. GG, enough love and blessing to you all. Hope you all have a safe and peaceful day. God blessing be with you all and your family. Miss Eve from the UK, enough love and blessing to you and your daughter. Enough love and blessings.